Yes, today we're going to talk about something that preoccupies many, not only Americans, but people in this very interesting times that we're living. And we're going to address the America's First Responder challenge and training. So America's first responders are at a crossroad. You have a dual crisis. On one side, you have demand for greater accountability, and on the other side, the threats are becoming more complex, more variant. Now, the agencies today are under very high public scrutiny while they face this unprecedented increased challenges. So all that requires a better trained workforce. That's essential not only for resilience but also for trust. Now, today we are facing a huge training gap. The classroom training can replicate the crisis that these workers face in reality. Role play is predictable but lacks the realism. So what you need is large-scale drills are expensive and very rare. You can't afford them. So there's a dangerous gap between the training and the performance under pressure. And that's why there's a need for this type of simulation-based environment that are cost-efficient. Give you an example, de-escalation imperative. EON has a product called EON Soft Skills that you can put an avatar and you can program him to be anything. We can program his reaction, etc. And you have to first learn how to interact with him. Then you have to train. You actually have to go in a real scenario exchange. And then you'll be evaluated. Everything you said, what you said right, what you said wrong, what you should have said instead. So there, for example, you can use this for de-escalation techniques, right? How to use communication skills directly to reduce use of force. Now, the traditional training doesn't really have this emotional authenticity. So you need this scalable, objective, realistic crisis addressing. In US, we have another challenge. This is the multi-agency chaos, right? We have major crises demand a very good coordination. We've seen many examples. I'm not going to go into that. You also see the news as I do. But where you need police, fire, and EMS often that have siloed systems to work together. And it's almost impossible to practice this without immersive simulation. That's what we add to this. So we need that shared digital command center. Now, I learned the hard way when I was my military myself and also in aerospace. I'm 36 years in that business, that we perform very differently under normal situation versus stress. So crisis, stress degrades a lot of things. Cognition, you start forgetting things, motor skills, etc. So if you learn things by a book or if you learn things by watching a video, the ability to implement what you learned is very limited compared with if you're on simulator and you have 400 hours of emergency training, how to land safely in aircraft, where you build the muscle memory. So you don't actually have to think. You have done it so many times, so you just react. And that's what I mean about solution for performing under stress, right? So knowing the steps and performing flawlessly, those are two different things. And again, simulators that we provide are one of the few ways to do it. Now, today we are providing training, but unfortunately it's inadequate. And that results in huge costs. Like you have losses from use of force that cost cities literally millions. You have poorly managed crises that erode community trust. You have fuel burnout, PTSD. You have high turnover. You have burnout of individuals because they are not properly prepared to face that issue, right? And that leads to turnover. And you can see even sometimes police dies of a heart attack, although they are not physically damaged because they simply were not properly trained to act in that extreme situation. So the public safety training system is AI powered, the one we offer. It provides de-escalation simulators. It enables you to do virtual incident command for multiple agencies. It provides you with a stress-based procedural tactical simulator for acting. And all that is captured into a verifiable data-driven accountability platform. So it's a really soup to nuts solution. We really encourage you to try it out and to see how it works. So my concrete suggestion for implementation is do it in two stages. First, focus on crisis intervention, multi-agency incident command. Step 2, stress-based proficiency and leadership training. Those are the 2 steps. Okay. ROI, what have we seen? We've seen fewer use of force cases, saves million. We've seen better emergency coordination that saves lives. Most important, we've seen stronger training that reduces the injury and the turnover cost. So it's indisputable that simulation, my final message, is now available, accessible, and affordable. It works on any device almost. And it's not what it was 36 years ago when most people think $50 million simulators. Okay, so my call to action to you is, let's prepare together for the unpredictable, right? Status quo is unacceptable. We can't afford to risk the lives, finances, and trust. We have a solution that works today that delivers scalable, verifiable, and transformative solution. And I encourage all leaders to act now. I'm also stretching my hand to you by co-investing together with you in the first pilot to demonstrate the value and to bring that value to the communities that need it so much. On that note, thank you so much. You can reach me by LinkedIn. You can go to our website, www.eonreality.com, or you can simply also send me an email, dan@eonreality.com. Thank you.